Why are we on this earth? I feel like we are on this earth for God's purpose and destiny, but we also need to be realistic and really understand that we are His hands and feet, right? So if there's a situation where we can avoid something evil from happening, that is our obligation. I don't want to say that we need to mind everybody's business, but you feel in your heart. You feel it. People call it intuition, people call it the gut feeling, but it is God who is with us, who is telling us to make a certain move. You have a certain thought, and then you have a second thought. Usually, the first thought might be God telling us to do something like take this left, or don't answer this call, or go by this place to check on this person, or you should call your grandma, or you know what I'm saying? And then once you make that next step, then you come to find out something has happened, right? If we didn't create ourselves, we didn't create none of our body parts, we didn't create our cerebellum, our phalanges, our veins, our hippocampus, frontal lobe, none of these things, right? Occipital lobe. So if we have a creator, and then we know he created our body, which means that he has all the knowledge, which means that the knowledge that we have is only shared knowledge, or knowledge that we have learned in school, or from our parents or grandparents, or you know what I'm saying, or just circumstances in life that we had to learn from. But on this earth, we are supposed to be helping each other to have an easier life. For example, when you see people who really are in need, who need their rent paid, or who need certain resources, that it wouldn't take anything from the next person. For example, if someone needs some food and the next person over here has plentiful, they could share some and they'll still be good. But there's a lot of selfish people. So I feel like we're in positions to where we're able to help, or maybe there's a language that is not our first native language, but it just so happens that when we come in contact with certain people, we're able to speak a different language in the time frame that we needed it. That's all God. Learning different languages. Like, we can't think that we're doing this all by ourselves, and we're not supposed to. How do people usually end up when they're doing things alone for so long? We're not meant to be alone for so long. There are seasons in our life where we need to have a mind of our own, or think for ourselves and learn our own habits and see what we really like, dislike, what type of person we like, what type of marriage we want, whatever the case is. But these are all shared thoughts, really. It's like either you're being influenced by God on a daily basis, or you're being influenced by the enemy, the deceiver of them all, the father of lies, right? So if you have the opportunity to help someone have an easier life doing your daily task, it could be the smallest thing to you, but to someone else it could be the biggest thing. Like, someone drops some money, right? And you pick it up and you say, excuse me, you dropped some money. The next person is going to take that money and not let that person know that they dropped some money, and they're going to steal. And they're going to feel rightful in stealing because the person dropped it. So now they feel like it's theirs, right? But then the next person could have integrity. You see, certain things, of course, you can portray something in front of people for the longest. But a lot of things truly matter behind closed doors when no one is watching. Friendships that only matter. How you gonna talk behind my back? How you gonna stick up for me behind my back? Right? You could be so upstanding and kind and generous and all these things in front of their face. Of course. It's called acting. But really, what really matters is when that person is not around, or when nobody's around. Are you gonna steal? When you had the opportunity to steal, you see someone's money sitting right there, whatever the case is. Are you gonna steal that money? When nobody's watching, no camera, they don't have no ring camera, they don't have no cameras, and you know you would not be found out. A lot of people would steal, and there's some people who is saying, "No, I'm good. I got groceries, I got shelter, I got water, I got food, I got gas and electric. I don't need to steal from nobody. God is going to give me what I'm able to handle, right? I'm going to get what I'm able to handle, and then also free will with that, right? Because I have the choice to do this. And even if God does give me the opportunity to make a lot of money or whatever the case is, what am I going to do with that money? Am I going to steward that money well? Or am I going to blow it on stuff that don't mean nothing in this world? And it's not going to mean nothing at the end of the day. It's not enhancing your lifestyle or anyone else's. Is it giving you different knowledge? Is it helping you with your finances? Is it giving you better health? Is it helping you with any diseases that you may have? Is it helping you with any financial problems you may have? If you have car problems, is it going to help you with, you got to think about stuff in detail sometimes. When it comes to problem solving, we got to stop reacting really fast. We got to be quick to listen, but slow to speak, because sometimes we react really fast within 15 minutes. You know how many people reacted to a certain situation within a few minutes that changed their whole life? For example, people who are in prison and jail right now. A situation that happened within 15 minutes, or a shooting, or whatever the case, the crime was, happened within 5 to 10 minutes, cost them 50 years, or 2 life sentences, 21 years, or whatever, community service, probation, whatever it cost them. Think about stuff before you do it. Big decisions, big financial decisions. Sit on it. If something's rushing you to do something, don't do it. Sit down. Go take a nap. Somebody rushing you with the financial decision, I'm not sure if that's God or not, because God, when it comes to making decisions, when God is involved, you're going to have peace. You're not going to be rushing. You're not going to be worried. We have the right to feel our emotions, but it's going to be a difference in your demeanor when you know that you still have purpose. You woke up today, even if you don't want to be here. You woke up again. So it's almost like, okay, what is it going to be today? Look at every day as new. There's something new that always happens in your day. But when you want to think about purpose and destiny, some people are fulfilled by encouraging other people. Think about it. What else are we on this earth for? Our jobs, our careers, our hobbies, a lot of them, they give each other a sense of hope, joy. They add on to the peace in your life. There are certain things that people do that help us as a collective. But, as a collective, we're supposed to help each other and work together to keep the evil things out, or to stop evil things. Or, I think about these shootings that has happened, and how the person who did the shooting, these school shootings, what could have happened in their daily life that would have stopped them from doing that school shooting, or that club shooting, or the church shooting? What could have been said to them, or what triggered them? What was their last straw? Was it at the grocery store when the cashier was mean to them and rude? Was it when they was trying to pay a bill and somebody wasn't trying to help? Everyone has different triggers. It could be the smallest thing to you, but it could be the last straw to them. So be mindful of what you're saying to people on a daily basis, how stuff comes out of your mouth, and things of that nature, because it could be small to you, it could be nothing to you, but it could be somebody's last straw.